in addition to the Maid Cafe, I also ran into this weird store where they had this TV. They were selling DVDs for bug fights, and once again, I did not get video of this. But I did take pictures, and I'll give you a little montage of those right now. These are actually fights where two bugs are put into a glass tank and they fight to the death. It's like dog fights, but legal between bugs. And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty fun to watch. I didn't buy any of the DVDs, but they are on YouTube. Some of them are on YouTube, and I highly suggest that you look it up. I think it's called Insect Battle Royale or something like that, something along those lines. If I can find something, I'll put another link over here or here to one of those videos. In addition to that, I also found, and I think this is probably the most humorous thing that I found, and I didn't actually know how humorous it was until I actually left Japan and I actually looked at the website for the store that I actually took a picture of a sign of. This is the picture. And this is what I found out they sold. Now, as you gape in horror, or are laughing quite amused, as I was, you realize that it's not just pretty sunshine and flowers when it comes to Akihabara. There's a lot of perversion and a lot of stores that pertain to this kind of topic. And they have different words for it, and mainly hentai and ero come to mind. Hentai being pervert, and ero meaning erotic. And yeah, there's plenty of stores like this throughout Japan, but these are themed stores. Apparently, if you like extremely muscular women, this is the shop to go to get DVDs for it. Because I definitely don't know where you can buy DVDs for that, other than this store. Akihabara is also home to many cheap electronics stores, and basically, if you know how to build a computer, you can find every single piece and part of a computer, including capacitors, to anything, really, to actually go and make your own computer. If you're into that kind of stuff, you're in Japan, it's fairly cheap to do this there. You can get any parts to build almost any kind of electronic there. The final thing I want to talk about is probably something that interests a lot of people, and it doesn't just pertain to Akihabara, but Akihabara, I think, has the best ones in terms of maybe players, actually, and that is game centers. These things are awesome. They've got like 4 floors or more, and it's different games every single floor you go on. The first 2 floors are generally like fighting games, and they have these kind of cubicle things where you've got this game, and the same game is generally on the other side facing it. So you can actually fight the person, like you say you're playing like Street Fighter or something. If you're on this side, the person on, say you're on this side, the person on this side can actually fight against you in the same battle, and you can't see what they're doing with their hands, and they can't see you, and it makes it fair in a kind of way, where you're fighting against each other. And then on the 3rd floor or 4th floor, they have like medal games or token games, or generally you you pay probably at least 1,000 yen, which is about $10, and you trade them in for these tokens. And they're kind of like that game you play at like one of those places you stop on the road, like at a truck stop when you're driving on vacation, or even in like small casinos, or in a game room in America, where you put in the quarter or the token or whatever, and there's a sliding thing, and the token goes down, and then it pushes out the other tokens, and you hope to win more tokens. But it's not only that, they actually have virtual like horse racing, virtual dog racing, and that's generally on the 3rd or 4th floor. And on the opposite floor of that, either the 3rd or 4th floor, is actually these really, really cool games. They're like Gundam flight simulators. They're like a pod, and you go, and it's almost like surrounding you. Like you actually have to like turn and fight and stuff. And I don't have video of it. I'm sorry, but it was really one of the coolest things that I saw in a game center or in Japan. The game itself was okay, but the whole concept of it really intrigued me. The only thing I have for video of the game center is me going down the stairs. I played the gaijin card and pretended like I didn't know Japanese, so I could actually take some video before they told me not to. There was no signs that said I couldn't, but they did come and tell me that I couldn't eventually. There's not too much I took. So I'll show you what I have, and then you can see what a game center is in Japan in comparison to what it is in the United States, because it is significantly different. Video を見た。ありがとうございました。